Hey guys, Quantum Light here with the second deck draft. This right here is my brother's Ninja deck. A fun deck, and quite possibly, it has the potential to be meta. I mean, the fact that it's a rank 4 toolbox deck, like so many others that we've seen, it really shouldn't come as a surprise. Originally, he came up with the idea to make this deck when I came home with the box of Order of Chaos. That was actually the first box that I ever bought, and I guess this is a good reminder of it. Now, even though he's not that much of an active player like many are, he does like to hold on to this deck. Should case be like if he's ever in the mood, to play the game, or if it just to have just because should case be because everyone who doesn't is not that into the game anymore, doesn't play as much, should at least have the deck right there for them whenever they feel is needed. So even though it's level 4 oriented, you might see something in here, or if it's not already obvious, you might see something in here that could be a little different that you might not see in any other ninja build. Also, it does have a little bit of a chaos build into it, so you're not going to see any Mist Valley stuff in here, although I might take that into consideration for him, but it's up to him if he wants to use it, because he's really familiar with this build as opposed to the Mist Valley variant. And while I have seen it in action, I don't really know that much about it. Now, before we begin this deck draft, I want to let you guys know the same rules applies for every other deck. This is not a deck profile. Anything that you see in here that seems a little out of place, don't worry about it. That's why you guys are here to watch this, so you guys can give me suggestions, ideas. So even if it doesn't look too good, that's why you guys are here to help me fix it up. Alright then, let's get started with the monster lineup. First off, we're running the main man of the show, which is 3 Ninja Grandmaster Hanzos. This is the guy that kind of starts off the engine, the ninja engine if you will, like when he's normal summoned, you get to add a ninjutsu art card from the deck to the hand. In this case, it will be a super transformation. Alright, 2 Upstart Golden Ninjas. This is the one that discards any dead traps that you might have in your hand that you don't want anymore, and you can just special summon level 4 ninja from the deck. This is one that I'm certain I will be bumping up to 1. Because I can tell right now, like, with Grandmaster Hanzo here, I'm pretty sure a 3rd Upstart Golden would work. 2 Earth Armor Ninjas. I think this is the Photon Thrasher of the deck. When he gets a special summon himself, as long as you got a clear field. The one that kind of complements him perfectly is Flame Armor Ninja. Just to make the level 5s go for a rank 5 play. 1 Air Armor Ninja. It sometimes does, kind of goes well with Earth Armor sometimes, but, it's just for level 4 plays. My god, that sounded weird. No pun intended. And, Masked Ninja Ibisu. Might have another copy of this somewhere lying around, hopefully, because, this is really good. I really do like it. I've seen him use this before. It's the one that bounces all the spells and traps, depending on how many ninjas you're running. And judging from the lineup of ninjas that we got here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be possible. And if you don't believe me, well, we still got 2 more to go, which is 2 White Dragon Ninjas. Now, this is the boss monster of the deck. The in-boss monster, if you will. It's like the Galaxy Eyes, if you will. It can be a tribute summon, but preferably it's best to special summon her with the super transformation. That's why the main strategy here usually is Grandmaster Hanzo, search, set. Once your opponent does, whatever. As long as they summon a monster, that's when you get to activate this. Send both targets to the graveyard. This ninja, as well as whatever monster your opponent has. As long as it's the same level as White Dragon, that way she gets to be special summoned out from the deck. Preferably always from the deck. That's where you got to make sure that she stays in your deck. And that's why we're running only 2. Let's leave that right there. Alright, 2 Blue Mountain Butterspies. Just to special summon more level 4s. Sometimes it just doesn't always work. And Earth Armor is just, it's not always gonna work, Thunder King Ryo, tech support, tech choice, whatever, and 1 BLS. Yeah, we are running quite a bit of darks in here, but we're also running a couple lights as well, as you guys can see, especially in the extra deck, which we will get to later on. Alright, that's the monster lineup. Now for the spells. Alright, starting off with the spells is Armor Ninjutsu Art of Alchemy. This is the one that gets rid of all those dead continuous traps, I guess, with I'm guessing, yeah, it's this. the super transformation. Although sometimes it might not always work, because this is also what I failed to mention earlier, and I apologize for that. This is also the Ninja Lockdown, which I will be showing you guys later on. This is the one that gets rid of some of the dead ninjutsu art trap cards, namely the one I just showed you guys right now, Super Transformation. And sometimes this is not always going to work, so it might be taken out. But still, it does work. It has its moments, but there's also the bad moments. However, it does have a good counterpart, which is coming in the form of Magical Plant. Or Magic Planner, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the one that gets rid of some of the continuous trap cards. It doesn't have to be just the ninjutsu arts. It can be anything else, which I will be showing you guys later on. And besides, not only does it get rid of those dead continuous traps, but it lets you draw as well. This is the draw power of the deck. And running it at 2 seems to be okay, but, that's why you guys are, judging on it. Remember when I told you guys about the White Dragon Ninja, like when you get it in your hand? What do? Well, Magical Mallet is the way to go, I guess. Sometimes you draw into some of these cards too early. Because, again, this is like many decks that I've encountered. It has dead hands. And it has dead hands. And you draw into so many cards that you don't need so early into the game. That's why Magical Mallet is run at 2. But hopefully, after this deck draft, we might not need it anymore, who knows. What is needed, though, is obviously Rhoda, as well as the Warrior Returning Alive. What he decided to take in, and I'm actually impressed by it, is Mind Control. Because, level 4s are mostly played in this game anyway, so sometimes if he doesn't have another level 4 on the field, then that's when Mind Control comes into play. Literally. The one MST, I gotta find another one for him. Like, hopefully, that kind of goes without saying that he needs to have another one. Dark Hole, rank up Magic Variance Force, as well as Numeron Force. That was actually my idea. And he hasn't used it yet, but I'm pretty sure that it'll be okay. At least, I hope so. Alright, now for the traps. Like I showed you guys earlier, 3 ninjutsu art of super transformations. This is the part of the engine that brings out White Dragon Ninja. Don't want to get... If you do end up getting this into the hand early into the game, like, feel free to discard it for Upstart Golden Ninja, because, we're not running too many targets in here. That's one of the things that I remember when I was helping him build this deck, was that I didn't want him having too many targets for this, because, you have that many targets for this, it's going to be dead in hand. It's like running 3 Traptrix Myrmilio and 3 Traptrix DNAs, because, you want to have Myrmilio dead first. Yeah, you want to keep her alive still and search for that bottomless, but you want to revive her with Dio, and that's why you don't want Dio to come into the hand too early. That's why you're running Dio at 2, which is the reason why Upstart is running at 2 as well. That way, once you do draw into him, you do draw into that super transformation, you can just discard it, because you're not going to really be needing that third one. But it's good to have that third one just in case, because you want to draw into these things a lot quicker. And the second part of that engine is Save Zone, which is also part of the lockdown. See, this happened once before. I've seen him face my friend Thunderdrake 34. And this is what made me laugh out loud so much. This was freaking hilarious. He brought out Hanzo, searched for Super Transformation. I forgot what Thunderdrake did. Whatever move he did, that's when he activated Super Transformation over here. Sent them both away, brought out White Dragon Ninja. And I think during that game, or later on into the game, that's when he activated Save Zone on her. And yeah, that was lockdown. So for those of you who don't know the lockdown, 2,700 attack points is pretty high, but he also had Honest in hand, so he was more than prepared for this. Save Zone protects White Dragon Ninja, and White Dragon in return protects the spells and traps. This was pretty much the answer to Heavy Storm at the time, which is why this is part of the lockdown, and it's like Master Key Beetle with Save Zone all over again. So yeah, that's his little rendition of it. Alright, sometimes White Dragon does protect Ninjutsu Art of Transformation. Even if it does get destroyed, White Dragon Ninja is still there. Like, should case be if her effects are negated and this thing is destroyed, like, it's okay, because sometimes we're running the Trap Stun, just in case, because, sometimes, like I said, Magic Planner, my god, Magic Planner as well as Alchemy. They kind of work sometimes, but sometimes they don't. That's why they have Trap Stun, should case be, but I don't know. Like sometimes we need to negate the effects of White Dragon also just to get rid of them. And sometimes, yeah, they can be pretty dead at times, and we don't really want to activate them, so we just leave it at that. Alright, Bottomless, Compulse, Call the Haunted, Mirror Force, and Pinpoint Guard. These two kind of work the same way. You know, one destroys, if you're being attacked for an OTK, I guess, that's when it destroys all the opponent's monsters. But this right here defends you. It lets you bring back a level 4 or lower. I'm pretty sure just a level 4 monster. In this case, it's just a ninja, just to be complete. At least that way you'll know you'll survive another turn, as opposed to just having a clear field. Sometimes when you do bring out that ninja, it lets you, you know, start your plays all over again. Plus, if you use Pinpoint Guard on Hanzo over here, you get to add another ninja from your deck to your hand, rather than just ninjutsu art. Alright, that does it for the traps. Hope you guys liked it. Let's see what we can take out, put in, whatever. Now for the extra deck. Now, I counted this a little earlier. There's only 14, so yeah, that 15 choice is up to you guys, I guess. But, you know, this whole thing is up to you guys. Alright, 2 Blade Armor Ninjas. This is pretty much the better ninja Exceed. It's really no surprise that we're running 2. I might bump this to 3 if that's the case. Maybe it might work at 3, but so far it's 2. This is like it's like lead yoke for ninjas, you know. The other ninja that we have in here is number 12, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. Like, yeah, it's rank 5. It's a little situational to bring out, but you know, it does protect them. It does protect the rest of your ninjas, and this, which is pretty much why this is considered the lead yoke, because this is the one that protects them. Alright, 2 Utopias. Like, yeah, it's pretty overrated, pretty old, not really a staple, but it's good to have in there just in case, because, you know, it's 2500 attack. Same thing with Comics Hero King Arthur, like 2400 attack points, and it has a pretty good burn effect, and it does gain a little bit of attack. Alright, Heroic Champion Excalibur. I thought I had a second one for this guy, but apparently I was wrong. So we're running the other two heroics, which is Kusanagi and Gandiva. The Gandiva is a little easier, like kind of situational at best to activate her effect, but there were times when I saw it did work, as well as Kusanagi over here. Like, yeah, it's pretty situational because, you know, it's hard to bring out with 3 level 4s, but even so, take on the meta sometimes. Number 103, Ragna Zero. For the rank up cards, Chaos 39 and Chaos Comics Hero Legend King Arthur. And the final card we have in here is number 61, Volcasaurus. You know, should case be that number 12 doesn't work, then 61 is the better way to go. Let me let's end it with him. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's the second deck draft right here. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and tell me why some cards should and should not stay or be taken out. You let us know. Actually, yeah, let's you know what, I'm being nitpicky here. Let's just leave it like that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next deck draft. Lights out.